tugboats, top hats, and closed studios. Who knows what lies in the streets? Greens. I'm Thomas Martin 45, and you're watching Sodor Mysteries. Well, we're back at Sodor Mysteries, and as you can see, I've been a little busy. I have done a collection video, which is good, and now we're back at Sodor Mysteries. Now, with this Sodor Mysteries, they have anything can happen, so yeah. Let's just say something big will happen this month. Thomas and Friends is now hit past its anniversary, but I still have some things to talk about. So, but we'll be leaving the Thomas Wikia for Tugs Wikia. Ooh, look at this one. Yes. First time, we will not be using the Thomas Wiki for any help. Well, yes, we will, but still. Anyways, let's go into a little origin story. As come on, we would need an origin story for this guy. Going to this world. That's why I love these sort of videos. I never know what's gonna happen. Anyways, back in 1988, Britt Allcraft wanted to see how kids would respond in America. Okay. So she bought a test pilot of the to a man named Rick Sicklecow. Rick showed it to preschoolers, and they fell in love with it. It was like the first time Thomas been shown to the general public, and everyone loved it. So, in 1989, he been commissioned to make a show called Chinatown Station, which will not begin its episode. That footage is publicly known. But instead, the reason I'm doing that is mainly just for context reasons, okay? But instead, we'll be talking about another show. You see, in 1988, David Mitton decided to go work at another studio. The studio that he was working with was Clearwater Features, which is a studio founded during well, of course, the 1970s. Clearwater Features was a production company that worked together. He made this new show and decided to use tugboats. Originally, the tugboats were supposed to move on their own. However, they're too awkward to move. Also, due to the awkwardness, they decided to make them world-based instead, which is a nice change that makes a lot of sense. Also, originally, tugboats were all supposed to all have fish in them. But however, due to the dyes they were using, the fish all died. Yeesh. Sleep with the fishes has a whole new meaning now, I think. Anyways, afterwards, the production company who helped out with them, TVS, or Television South, also helped out. After ITV's franchise helped out, it was nice. Tugs decided to keep on things. They decided to make 7 tugs in all, okay? Tugs, but several more were coming afterwards. The main tugs we would see in the show included 10 Cents, a small switcher. He is voiced by Simon Nash. Big Mac, a tough military-sounding tug, who is voiced by Sean Barrett. OJ, the oldest tug on there. Voiced by Timothy Bateson. Top Hat, a rude and uppity tug who cares more about himself than anything else. Voiced by John Badley. Warrior, although not the smartest tug, he usually works with Big Mac and Top Hat, and likes himself. Voiced by Nigel Anthony. Hercules, also voiced by Nigel Anthony, is the longest and strongest tug who usually works with characters like Lord Stinker and Izzy. Sunshine, the smallest tug of the group, who works with and is voiced by Sean Pendergast. Yes. Okay. Now I've already shown you the images when I was showing you here, so let's continue on with off. That's why I'm not showing the images, since you've already seen what they look like. If those small images count it, okay? Grampus, a submarine who works for the Navy, voiced by Lee Collins, and Captain Star, the main controller who we never see, voiced by Patrick Allen. Now, yes, these are main star tugs, if you will. Okay, here are the ones I explained: Big Mac, 10 Cents, OJ, Top Hat, Warrior, Hercules, Sunshine, Grampus, and Captain Star. Now we move on to the villainous Z-Stacks. And the reason I'm saying Z-Stacks is because I'm Canadian. The Z-Stacks are even said differently too, okay? 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 We have Zoran. Zoran is the main villain, I would say, and is probably just the most devious and the smartest of Z-Stacks. He is voiced by Chris Tulloch. Zebedee, also known as just Zeb or Zebby, is voiced by Sean Barrett, and although works as a Tux, has the least malice and is just a Liverpudlian accent. Okay? Zach, the third Tug, a sneaky and devious Tug who, although is a flunky for Zoran, is just generally a thug. Also voiced by Sean Pendergast. Zip and Zug. These two both work together. They are both quite stupid, honestly, and Zip particularly is voiced by Nigel Anthony, while Zug is voiced by John Badley. They also ran by the ZX main captain, Captain Zero, who is the devious schemer of the group. However, he only appeared in the first 2 episodes before getting rid of the show, except for only mentionings. They also have other boats too. Okay? The other boats, we had Izzy Gomez, a Mexican steamer who is voiced by Sean Barrett. Old Rusty, an old tug who appears to be voiced by David Mitchell himself. Lord Stinker, a garbage bar who actually had no mouth when he was built. I do not know why. Why? He was voiced by Timothy Bateson, having no mouth, basically. Not sure why. But anyways, let's continue on off. Lily Lightship, a light boat who's the only main woman of the group, voiced by Joanne Good. And that's basically all the characters we're gonna mention. Yeah, I know that Tugs has a big cast, including other characters like Big Mickey and Fire Tug, but we're not gonna mention that, okay? Okay, the series was successful in its first run after Clearwater featured, and they aired for 13 episodes. In the end of the episodes themselves, we had Sunshine, Pirate, Trapped, Regatta, or 4th of July, if you want, America on DVDs. Munitions, Warrior, High Tide, Quarantine, Ghost, Jinxed, High Winds, Upriver, and Big Freeze. There was planned to be more episodes, but we never know. No, there was 2 different sets. There was, of course, Big City Ports and Upriver. Upriver was cumbersome and hard to use, but it was honestly bigger in terms of length. While Big City Port was wider and bigger, but unfortunately was different. Afterwards, David Minton went to work on a second season. But there was one issue. You see, Clearwater features soon close down. Like, and I've been closed down. Like, it soon went into bankruptcy in 1989, the same year Tugs aired. The reason? It had a lack of profits. Seriously, Showtime Station had little to do with the new Clearwater features, and they were out of money. So they filed bankruptcy in 1989, leaving Tugs without a studio. TBS also closed down in 1990. The second season was therefore cancelled. Mitchell went back on Thomas, and the next year after TBS closed down, season 3 aired. Today, Tugs has a cult following that has released early diecast, books, board games, and even more. Nowadays, people are aware of Tugs and have uploaded all 13 episodes to YouTube, which I highly suggest you watch. I'd like to thank Tugs Wikia for helping me with this video. Without it, it would have been impossible for me to finish. This has been a big help, and I think that a lot of people want to know. I don't know. Join me next time where we'll look at the merchandise that never came to be. See you all later.